Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Satisfactory Desert Bus, where I am currently hiding behind my equipment workshop because immediately after saving the game at the end of last episode, I died to a lot of fireballs. There he is! Yeah, this guy just turned up immediately after I stopped recording. And now he's here to kill me with many fireballs. And maybe it's the guy I encountered in that cave earlier. Are there two of them? Oh no, it's the thing where, like, he makes a firing fireball. It's very confusing. Oh, he runs straight through the equipment workbench. The equipment workbench, it does nothing. Kill it. Kill it. Okay, we're good. Alien organs. I can go about our day. Yeah, he just turned up and started murdering me. I saw his shape there, but it's one of the friendly guys. It's fine. So yes, in the previous episode we went on a little bit of an explore. We have found some sulfur and some quartz, and we've mined a crap ton of it, maybe too much of it. And we're also on the hunt for some caterium. That's the final component I want. I've decided I'm not going to bother setting up a mining area here yet because I can't do any actual production of it until I get steel. Steel is a sort of when all of these things come into play. Kind of, so I've jumped the gun, but it's cool, it's new things. I want to explore the new things. So we've done that. So I tried looking for caterium up here, and I think it might be like super high up, and so I feel like I might just go for looking for another one that's to the east of here instead, because that's probably slightly easier. Also, I realize I've got too much quartz, because now I can't store it all. I need to chuck some away so I can actually have some sulfur to hand. So let's just swap out all of this for sulfur. Sort this is fine. Oh, okay, I thought it was fireballs. It's not, though I do hear angry things, I think, around the place. It is very foggy right now, but we need to go to the east and slightly to the north. Oh, is it the guy from before? There was a guy around here that just vanished. Please attack me so I know where on earth you are. Oh, is he there? There he is. I saw you lurking just there. There we go. Dealt with. Okay, moving on. Interesting little pathway going on here. I wonder if this is what we're looking for. I just kind of stops. Well, is there a cave? Caves are cool. No, there's not a cave. Though I nearly seemed to swim up the waterfall there. That would have been fun. Yeah, we need to go up. There's definitely a requirement of up here. I could maybe take the truck, but honestly, with the amount of jungle to navigate around, I don't think it's worth it. I think going on foot will be just as effective, really. So I hear more rumbling and roaring going on. These little paths here, I think, are an indicator that we're close. Oh. And those roars are an indicator that we're close to. A guy stood on top of a flower. As you do, as a charger. Oh! It was a trap! It was a cunning trap for the other guy to sneak up on me. One guy stands on the flower, confuses the hell out of you. The other guy takes you out. Very clever, very clever. But not clever enough. And there's the carpus just on top of the flowers. Over here are just some like rocky stuff. I think it was over there already. Okay, onwards. Oh, I can't get up here apparently. Oh, there's Lana Del Rey doing cool flips and stuff. I don't think she does flips, but it is some cool flying, just generally. Wow, and we can hear him from here. Is that another one? Did I see another one over there? Oh no, that is a tree. That is a tree. Okay. I'm gonna keep poking around till I find this thing. I know it's here. Oh, well, there's a slug over there. Noted. Here I've got a good view around to see if there's any deposits I can just straight up see. It could be on top of this rock pillar here. Let's keep going up. Height is our friend here when it comes to spotting hidden things. We'll have to make a ladder. Let's make a ladder. That should do it. I mean, technically I just build a ladder wherever I want and use that to get a view around, I guess. I should have thought of that sooner, really. There's nothing up here as well, which is a shame. Okay, can we see caterium? It's right there. It's literally right there. I was about to walk over there and I decided to climb this instead. Also, a deposit of some kind that's covered by a rock that will have to explode at some point. Right, there's the ladder. Oh no! Ow! I should have ragdolled or eaten on the way down. Let's make sure that we don't just die. Always good. Clear this out because I don't like to leave random ladders sat around the place, especially considering there's nothing up there apart from the view. There. And we'll hop over here, put some miners down. Doop. Oh, friends! Uh-oh. Do you go off a cliff? Maybe slightly. There. Is there another one around? They like to come in twos. I hear more roaring. But also I don't see one. There he is! I think it was running circles around me and I just kept not quite turning enough. And there we go. Well, lots of alien carapace to be had here. There we go. And plenty of caterium too, so let's put all these down. Oh, no, not in that slot. Oh, did I just delete my gun? No, it's still here, thank God. Okay. This is still so awkward. There we go. And immediately, some caterium to be had. Very nice. We only needed like 5 to... Why do I keep... I want to pick up the ore. There we go. It already had it. The mining starts as soon as the animation begins, not when it like starts to show that it's mining. Now I kind of just want to hang around here for a minute and get like a good couple stacks of the stuff so I can immediately jump to the next caterium research. Because it's really easy, you just need to make some quick wire. And we can also get blade runners, which can be used for extra movement speed, which would be wonderful around about now. So yeah, I could just hang around for a little bit. I could bring the truck up here. I can go, grab the truck. I guess I could mark the caterium deposit. I'll be able to just scan for the thing later. It doesn't really matter that much. Now I've got the stuff. I've got enough on me to get the scanning research at least. Oh, this could hurt. Yep, ow. My truck is this one, I think. I'm not really sure. Yeah, this one over here. Ready to shoot stuff, though there shouldn't be anything around here. I've already cleared this place. Also, let's grab some bacon. Bacon is a very good healing thing. I should really be keeping more of an eye out for it because it's very valuable as health goes. Heals 2 full blocks. Admittedly, harvesting a single barrel nut plant will give you like 7 of them, which heals... Oh no, that's only... Oh yeah, that's 3.5 blocks. That's more. That's a lot more, so... Barrel nuts are the best source of food, especially because healing in small amounts allows you to only heal how much you need to rather than waste some of the healing stuff because you weren't fully injured. Yeah, there's bacon everywhere. I should have been grabbing more of this. Yoink. And let's drive the truck up there because why not? Also, we can pick up the equipment workshop. I think I'll just leave the miners that are there. We have some sulfur now. Probably enough to be dealing with. I'll grab like what's left in these two. I've got more inventory space now. I've put down the other portable miners. Hello there. Apparently these make new noises now. They didn't make footsteps before, so there you go. Right. Hopping in and off we go. Swinging round up to the road and then from the road to the caterium. And we can learn the lay of the land, and also we can grab this slug right here. Oh, that didn't work. Well, oh, I see more chargers around. Lurking, waiting. How do I cross this river? The first time I crossed it by just making a mess of it. And then getting lucky. Oh, come on, can I get up here? Without just falling off? No, I've got to make a platform. It used to be that you just hit E on them and you gathered them, and I think they made things with that in mind, like that you could instantly grab something as soon as it's in range for even a brief moment. But now they've made it so you have to hold the button down, which means that some of the previous puzzles are no longer effective. Oh, well that was a miss. Jump. Wow, he just leapt the gap there. Nice. Oh no! So have I! I'm down here now. Okay, back at the truck, I guess. Where are you? Oh, they both just, like, thrown themselves off cliffs. Oh, hi there. Uh-oh. Got ya. Who's the other guy? There. So much health in Carapace. We don't even have any use for this anymore, really. We don't use biofuel. Though I guess I can chuck it like some stuff in a biofuel factory and then just leave it to do its thing, and then I can have a supply that I can take when I'm going elsewhere to make some power provision and stuff. It's an option. But oh, I just ran out of some bacon. Whoops. This may be a way of getting some power in a confined space or whatever. Right, whereabouts am I looking? There's the stone pillar. Is it that one up there? We went quite a way, didn't we? And by now there's going to be 3 stacks of caterium ready to go. Oh, poison plant up there. Is this the right place? I'm beginning to have my doubts. Did I miss it? Is there a different one? I don't know where I am now. I've managed to get myself lost in a very small space. That's honestly impressive. Oh, that's the pillar. There we are. Oh, hello. Yellow slug. I'll have that. Hiding in a cave. Oh, with friends. Damn it, every time. There's so many of them here. This jungle is swarming with them. Ah! Oh, no. On the truck. On the truck. Okay. Right, come on, just bloomin' run around. Where have you all gone? Oh. Got him. I think they run away if they realize they can't reach you. I think they can actually be quite smart. Oh, there he is. He was inside the tractor, I believe, there. Yep, they run off if they can't get to you. But if you shoot quick enough, you can get them before they get too far away. Right, there's another one around here, isn't there? Where are you? Oh. Is there one in the tractor? Yeah, there is. Okay, are you stuck? Are you stuck in there? Can I even hit you? Yes, yes I can. There. Oh, wrong button. There, got it. Yep, you're just going to be glitching around in there for a while. I think there was a third, but he seems to have scarpered. Alright. Nice. Okay. And yeah, we're in the right place. I'm just going to walk the rest of the way, it's easier. I'll grab the caterium and be on my way. Honestly, I'd like to have more on me, but I only put 3 miners down, so... Oh, I've run out of space anyway. I've literally used all the space I have. Unless... I re-equip the chainsaw. Do I have any barrel nuts? No. Oh, but I could eat some of the food I do have. Nom. Put that back. More space. And then it's not like there's enough for another 2 stacks. I guess I'll have another 1 stack and then I've got some space if I need to put anything else in my inventory. We got quite a selection of slugs. Very nice. I'll just get up to a stack of this and I'll be happy. Almost there. 1 more. Yoink. Okay, and they can stay here. We can have another 3 stacks ready to greet us when we get back here. Where did I park my truck? There it is. And now we'll drive home with our loot. And get on with making modular frames, I think, and then shortly after that, steel. That seems like a good order of operations. There's a slug there. Let's grab it. We've been grabbing them anyway, and I'm thinking we might start to want overclocking soon. However, can I get to this thing? Oh. Of course it's guarded. They're always guarded. Come on, then. Go on. Nope. Nope. Got ya. Oh, that was a good shot. See the whites of his eyes. don't know if their eyes have whites. But it seemed like it. Oh, this is a jumping puzzle. Okay, I'll take that. Oh. And fail at it a couple times before I get it right. Once I have Blade Runners, these will be easy, because I'll be able to jump higher and run faster than the game expects me to be able to. Nice. Alright, back on the journey. Nice. Leapt into the seat from the air. Didn't even touch anything. Pretty much straight back home. Might have to run over some guys on the way. Back to factory building. It's a shame how foggy it's been for the last like 15 minutes or whatever. Yeah, the episode's 15 minutes long. It's basically been foggy the whole time. Hi there. Boop. I feel like I defeated you previously, but you also might have respawned. Oh, wow. You got stuck in my wheel so much I skidded. Nice. Oh, and here we are in the land of pink. It's interesting how the biomes have such different ways of doing lighting and fog and such. I'm sure everything is going fine there. I'm not even going to bother checking. I have confidence in my factory building abilities. I mean, it's literally some miners hooked up to a power thing. It can't really go far wrong. And there is our glorious space elevator. And let me think. Where's the? I think up there. No, up there. I think is the caterium that's nearby. I'm not really sure. It's a big spire around here. It's one of these. I think it's where the crash ship is. Maybe this closer one here. I think it's by water. Maybe this one is where the caterium is. So we could have scaled up here and got it, but I was elsewhere where there was also caterium, so I got that stuff instead. Wonder where's our other tractor right now? It looks like it's at the base, so we'll see it coming the other way. Yeah, it's directly ahead of us right now, actually, which doesn't seem correct. Oh no, it is actually. I'm just losing my bearings a bit. Yep, and it should surely be coming back right about now. Yep, there it is. Coming over the hill. Hello. Good to see you doing your job well. Keeping the whole factory running. And let's trundle up. We'll trundle up this way. That brings us straight up to the hub. With our haul of all sorts of fancy high-tech gubbins. And brake. And a bit of just solid braking there. And we can just dump a lot of this stuff in storage, put some of it towards research. Let's see what our situation is here. We've researched yellow power slug, that's all fine.
The crystals on this slug can be harvested and converted into 2 power shards that function with current fix-it technology. Several buildings would be capable of performing over 100% capacity if infused. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Yeah, we know all that stuff, really. Quartz. Tons of that. We're just going to have trouble with our storage. We're going to have to make a new one. I'm going to do the quartz research, so we just have, like, everything... All of the 2 new fancy things, scannable and researchable. Right, the slugs can all go in here. No, they can't. There's no room. Yeah, let's make the new storage. Where is it? Organization, personal storage. We'll put one closer, and this is for the fancier materials we actually want, we just don't want right now. There, much better. Let's take them back out of here. We can dump the slugs in here. And all this stuff. And yeah, there's no other fancy materials here that I can immediately spot. Fancy definitions, of course. And you can have all this stuff. And then we'll go harvest the rest from the truck. Plenty to grab. Come on, there we go. Doesn't seem to always take when you try and give it the order to move a group. There. And there. And wow, it's full. Okay, huh. Let's take some of the caterium out. We can have that in the main chest, because we'll be using that for the stuff soonish enough. And the remaining sulfur. Oh, we could have maybe got an extra slot. No, actually, no. We used more than 8 fuel getting back here. We can leave the miners in there. They're a good thing to have as just a thing in the truck. And we'll put the rest of the sulfur in here if we can. We can't. More caterium. There. The caterium could go in here. Oh, that takes all the space, though. Oh, no. Wow, yeah, we've really overdone this. I'm going to take out some of the quartz. I put a lot of quartz in here. Yoink. Plonk. Sort that so it all looks neatish. And this quartz can go in here. There we go, that's our overflow. Yeah, this is going to take a while to get through. Maybe by the end of the episode, it depends how long we go. And in the meantime, we can get back to factory stuff. So... Oh, and is there any interesting research to be done? We could scan for mushrooms or yellow shards, I suppose. Yeah, let's get that done. Easy enough. Just always be trying to get researches done, because there'll come a time when you want to get a whole bunch of different ones done, and you're going to have to spend ages going back and forth to actually achieve that. So always keep an eye on the MAM and the milestones. There we go. Oh, that might be an instant one. No, that takes 5 minutes to come back. And then we can do fabric or scanning for mushrooms, or we can work towards steel production. Any one of many things is possible. Maybe I'll scan a mushroom next. It's a simple one. Just stick a mushroom in there. That's going to take 5 minutes, so we can get more of those done before we're done. Okay. Let's do a resupply, and let's go have a look at the factory floor and what needs to be done there. So, get fully restocked on all of the things. I wish you could have logistic spots like in Factorio that would just give you everything you want to be supplied with and take away anything you don't want. That would be wonderful. But also, maybe not suited to this kind of game. Hard to say. And let's go have a look at the end of here. Put some modular frame production in. So right now we are producing, these should be running at full speed, so we're making 15 reinforced iron plates per minute. And something similar in terms of rotors, I assume. 18, but then it's slower slightly because we're not quite making the full amount of screws, so between 15 and 18. And yeah, then we need to expand out this platform a huge amount and get some modular frame production going. And also, there's some lovely little snails crawling about there. I'm sorry, I'm going to destroy some of your natural habitat. No hard feelings, right? You're just a string of zeros and ones anyway, it doesn't matter. And I'll have to think about how modular frames works, but I think it's pretty simple. I think it's just reinforced iron plates and rods. And that's it. Also, I like how everything's really green here. I don't know why, but it's happened. Well, let's just plonk down an assembler in a random spot, see what it needs. I think it is literally just that. I think it's really simple. Modular frames needs 12 reinforced iron plates per minute, so that's nearly our entire supply. But that's not too bad because the storage can fill up and then the rest can come to this. Admittedly, we'll probably only have one modular frame machine running for now. We'll of course try and expand things later to improve those kind of numbers. And it needs 24 iron rods per minute, so we're looking at half a belt of those, not too bad. We'll need to make those because right now I think we're using all the supplies we're producing, though that said, things aren't running at full speed right now. Because they probably don't need to be. Certain things are just backed up entirely. Also, we need to redo this because now we can use the stackable conveyors, we can make a proper vertically stacked main bus, which is what I want to do. This is actually outdated. We need to update this. Which I suppose I should get done sooner rather than later. I just have to work out exactly how I want it. What I'm thinking is I might do having the belts every other stack, and that way splitters can fit in there more neatly. Otherwise there's clipping and stuff and it looks awkward, and I'd like it to look nice. Always want things to look nice. Also, where's the center of this? Is this in the center? I'm not quite sure. Let's do a little test here. So if that's on the edge there, this is on the edge here. Yeah, that is central. So I'll probably have that be where the bus is. So based on this belt here, we'll move this back a little bit. I'll probably have rods be on the ground, and oh, I like it because of the deconstruction planner. A couple of these have randomly turned red. How fun! Yeah, so we'll get the stackables in place and start looking at where we want what belts to go. We can have this go quite high. I'm actually realizing that we can have this multi-tiered. We can put a floor on this and have another layer above, and that can be like steel-based stuff. And that'll be a huge way to save space going in that direction, because we will run out eventually if we just keep going. So I'm thinking we have like rods here and then plates here, and then that's the only things that need to feed in right now. But then also we'll want to have the stuff being outputted by these become their own belts, which will then go either way. So when something comes out into the main bus, it will then feed back and forwards, and then the outputs at this end will go into storages, and everything will also go that way so it can feed into any other machines that might need it. That is the idea. And so a layer will be reserved for a particular item, and only that item will exist on that layer. That's my thinking. We'll never take any belt off the main bus entirely, we'll only split off of it because it might end up needing to be used in some later thing, way down the line. And yeah, it's going to mean we need to redo all the inputs for things, because everything's going to change. But I knew this was coming, I knew this would have to be done, so that's fine. Let's get to it. Let's just start deleting the inputs here. The outputs can all stay for now. We'll work things out one at a time. So right now we've got a bunch of different rod belts. We have 3 different rod belts. We don't need this anymore because we have at least Mark II belts. We only have Mark IIs right now, not Mark III. So we can't actually make these go super fast. We're going to limit ourselves for a short time, thinking about it. In fact, I can make it be 2 belts for a brief time, and it'll work that way. So I need to get inside our iron factory to take a look at how the belts merge, because we can make them merge more than they were previously doing. So yes, this one here in particular we can change. So right now we've got this kind of going round sideways and it's a little bit awkward. We don't need to have that anymore. This can now flow directly into this one. And what I'm going to do is upgrade all of these to Mark II belts, so they now have a rate of 120 they can support. And so they'll be able to support the entire production of this row. And we don't need to have 2 separate belts anymore for this. This will still have to be a separate one. We can't merge that on because that'll be too much. So one step at a time. So I've got to get out. I think I go this way. Actually, there's a door on the ground floor, isn't there? Could have gone to that. This build is now outdated because I had all this like height-based stuff to make it so that I could have the belts go up and down. Now it can just be vertical conveyors up and down. I can make this even more compressed if I want. Though what I'm going to do in future at some point is swap out all the smelters for foundries and do the fancier recipe for making iron. So it'll be all different anyway. Right, this is gone. It is no longer a thing. Clear out that whole belt going over to the bus. And which one is it? Is it this one here? Comes out here, it goes this way, so this is our 120 belt. So we need to upgrade it all. I can't just run along and connect it, I've got to make sure it's all actually going at 120. So here we go. And then this should hook straight up to that lower level right there. And then this other one, which is a 60, can for the moment go in the top there. Then over here, we want to have this split immediately. In fact, there's a bit of a problem, I realise, because this is blocking where the splitter would want to go. Oh well. Or not, apparently. I can just make it clip. In fact, I can make it perfectly clip. I can make it literally line up exactly with the splitter it leads to. So I'm going to do that and cheat. And I'll want this to just be a Mark 1. Oh. No, that's not what I want. Come on, from here to here. Excellent. And a Mark 1 coming out of here. I realise, though, very, very briefly, it becomes a Mark 1 when it needs to be Mark 2. That's a problem. And I don't think I can fix that because it's too small for me to see. Alright, delete that, delete that. Put this in first. And then the Mark II belt connecting this to... Oh. Come on. Connect to the splitter. There. And Mark 1 for now. So I'm still technically doing ratios. The ultimate plan is to stop doing ratios, but right now it serves my purposes because I'm operating at the limits of what my raw material production can provide, and also everything's still operating on a simple system. Hold on, this shouldn't be rods going up to here, this should be plates. Good job I spotted that soon enough. This needs to not be this kind of pole, it needs to be this kind of pole. Works exactly the same, so that's fine. And we need the iron plate belt, which for now can just be a Mark 1 still, going to here. There's some clipping, I think. Oh no, technically there isn't. Yeah, fair enough. I'll still change that around later because it's not quite what I want. And then you need to come over here. We need to make the actual stackables. I kind of didn't do those beyond literally the first one. So let's put in the rest of them. At least that far for now. This belt can come along here to there, and then onwards to to there. And then what we want is a splitter here that feeds down to here. That's the idea. So this goes on. And I guess, yeah, we can just build that like that. And on to here. And then somewhere, yeah, here, we need to move this along by one. And this will be where the rods go. So up to here. Turn for now, though technically they shouldn't be doing that. It should be splitting. I'm breaking my own rules, but that's because we're in a hybrid system as we transition between ratio-based production and main bus-based production. Make sure to put in these. Though I think we've technically got everything actually working again. Oh, there we go. It's really hard to build the stackables when you've already built the basic one. I realize I haven't really left myself able to upgrade this because I've left it so small. So probably... Oh no, I may be able to do that in future. I've got to bear in mind that these belts are going to be upgraded over time. That is the idea. And so the throughput will increase, hopefully, in line with the demand for the items. That might not be true for certain things like rods. We might need to have a secondary belt running along the side that provides extra supplies if we can't keep up with things. Now, is this all good, or is there something I'm missing? Oh, this belt here isn't doing anything right now. So yeah, this shouldn't technically exist, but right now we don't quite have the throughput in our belt. But you see, the problem with having them just one above each other is the splitters get in the way, so I can't actually build this. And therein lies the problem. So you know what, we'll demonstrate the backup system right now. The idea I was thinking is to have a stackable running alongside, which can provide extra supplies if needed. And so this will just run in line, and we'll have the rods go instead of over there. This is going to clip, but it's temporary. To there, so the middle one, and then it shouldn't get in the way of anything else that's going on. It can run up to to here. It'll just run alongside for a while, actually. Oh, have I trapped myself? No, I haven't. Okay. These ground ones can go. A lot of this stuff is no longer relevant. Just gonna have a big old clear out of belts. All this should be gone. Need to put this here. You onwards to there. And what we can do actually is have it merge onto the belt and then split off again later, if that makes much difference to things ultimately. Just so we can come off this array sooner. is my thinking. It can merge pretty soon. Let's put a merger here. Break this, and it can actually come down to here. Stays pretty neat. Might edit it later to make it even more neat. This can all become Mark II, so it can support this supply. And then here we'll do the proper thing. We'll have it continue onwards to here. Oh, what did I just do? I downgraded that belt. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm just going to delete this. Connect to... Oh no, this needs to be on the ground. Connect to there. Then put a splitter right here. This comes off to there. And we still have a Mark 1 belt going onwards, which will then go to here, ultimately. So... this will end up, I think, maybe this spot? Let's delete this and just see... does it line up neatly? Yes, it does. Okay. Connect that. That's all good. So yeah, we now have all the production we previously had going again, and we've started switching to the main bus thing. It's still a bit of a mess right now. We'll continue to improve on it, but the actual idea of it is starting to take shape. So that's all nice. And yeah, the next thing to do is get the outputs going onto a main bus structure. We might even have a third structure that's for fancier materials, just so that we don't have things go too high, but then that's probably okay. Having multiple tiers is not necessarily a problem. Yeah, this should all be working. There we go. Okay, so we haven't got modular frames yet. They're the next step to do, but we'll need to upgrade our basic supplies of iron anyway in order to do this sort of thing. I'm going to hop back to the base and get done the MAM and milestone stuff, and then we'll be done for today. So, how's the MAM? We can now research crystal oscillators if we wanted to, or caterium more. I'm going to go for caterium.
Can be utilized to create oscillators in silicon, which are used in a variety of appliances. A new milestone has been added to Tier 4. Additional research required.
Okay, so all that. And we can queue up that research. So, Tier 4, the Explorer. So yes, this unlocks a new vehicle, as well as all of the crystal stuff. So, making quartz crystals, turning them into crystal oscillators, and scanning for raw quartz in the first place. And it also unlocks the map, which is very cool. However, it requires 100 modular frames and 10 motors. And 15 beacons, so we can make those, but still. So yeah, I guess we're going to need a little bit of time to actually get that set up, unfortunately. They'll maybe have to steel then. That's okay. We need steel, I think, to make the oscillators anyway, maybe? I'm not even really sure. But yeah, I've basically been getting slightly ahead of myself with this stuff, just because I was excited about the new update things. We can get to them soon enough. Alright, and we've unlocked the ability to scan for mushrooms, because why not? And we can immediately do fabric as well if we like. I guess I can do that now. Because it's now using biomass instead of leaves, though I now have a bunch of leaves anyway. I can just quickly chuck this together, so we have that research done as well. Or not? How do I make fabric? Oh, I unlock fabric. Wait, what does this thing need? Oh, it needs some standard stuff. It's not actually using fabric yet. I got ahead of myself. There. That unlocks a thing in the MAM, I think. We can now put fabric into it and do stuff with that. But yeah, we can now make fabric using biomass and mycelia. So I can just be like, make biomass out of alien carapace. 1. Oh, well, 2, I guess. And then I can make a whole bunch of fabric out of it. In fact, the biomass is the more heavily used thing. Let's make... there. 3 more, and that'll allow us to make 100 fabric. Good to be getting started with, and then we'll, I think once we put that in the MAM, once that's finished with other things, we'll be able to research parachutes, and then never use them because we can just ragdoll while falling, except the ragdoll doesn't always work. It seems to be a little bit broken in this update, funnily enough. So something to watch out for. I'm going to dump the wooden leaves elsewhere, because why? Also, limestone? Really? Why did I do this? There. Oh, there's not enough room. Take some quartz out. We can now put some quartz in here because I've been freeing up space by using other stuff. Alright, by the middle of the next episode, we'll have researched caterium more, which will allow us to unlock something that lets us make quick wire and stuff like that. So we will be able to do something with that, because I think that's a cheaper research that we can do with current technologies, whereas the sulfur and the quartz ones are both a little bit further along. Either way, we're working towards all that stuff, and it's good to just have that on the go while we're working on the rest of the factory. So, next episode, I guess we'll then do the modular frames. We didn't get to them today, but that's because I realized I need to actually start implementing the main bus system, because the longer I operate without it, the more awkward it would be to transition away from it. Might as well get it implemented sooner rather than later, so that's all good. And then, next episode, modular frames. And then we'll probably maybe try and ramp up the production, or I might sidestep and go for steel. Oh no, we need the modular frames to unlock steel. We should get those going at a reasonable-ish pace. So we might ramp things up a little bit in terms of how many reinforced iron plates we're making, so that we can get a better supply of those. And that way we'll be able to try and contribute the 500 needed to get the next stage of research in the space elevator. Though that's the kind of thing that comes after we've got steel, I think, as far as requirements for the researches that you go. Alright, this new update's going pretty well so far. And yeah, there's new exciting things to explore, and we'll maybe get to using more like vertical conveyors next episode as well, when we're working on construction stuff in there, and I guess making it entirely different than what it is right now, because we can. I don't know. We'll have some fun with it. But that is all I have time for today, so I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.